This is ABC 7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. First tonight, people all over the world came together today. The message they were pushing: get rid of the death penalty. ABC 7's Rick Adams is joining us now with a closer look at one of the gatherings that took place on the Suncoast. Rick.
Okay, Haley, thanks a lot. Dozens of people attended this special get-together, and it was at one of the Catholic churches in Venice. The people who were there say they are completely against the death penalty.
I want to get rid of the death penalty in Florida.
Someone like Marietta Yeager Lane has every reason to be for the death penalty. Her 7-year-old daughter was kidnapped and murdered back in 1973. She was a featured speaker at Monday's Cities for Life prayer vigil at Epiphany Cathedral Catholic Church.
I wanted to honor her by something more noble and honorable and beautiful than a cold-blooded, premeditated, state-sanctioned killing.
The scene that unfolded in Venice played out in nearly 2,000 cities worldwide. People everywhere are taking a strong stance against the death penalty.
The death penalty was established quite some time ago with the responsibility of states to protect their citizenry. Well, I think there's a lot of other ways we can do that now besides taking the life of someone.
Here are some facts about the death penalty. In the United States, the electric chair was first used in 1890. America started using lethal injection in 1976. In Florida, there have been 2 executions this year compared to 8 last year. But people like Bishop DeWayne and Marietta Yeager Lane won't stop pushing hard against the death penalty until there are no executions.
That person is just like you and I. They're a human being, and they've been given this gift of life. Who are we to take it away?
I feel that what I'm doing honors her memory instead of taking on the mindset of the person who took her life by asking for the death penalty. I would never do that.
And Cities for Life did start in Rome, Italy. In addition to the prayer gatherings, it gives cities a chance to light up their tallest buildings. Haley, back to you.
All right, great story. Thank you, Rick. New tonight, state investigators have ruled there is no evidence Planned Parenthood in Florida purchased or sold human organs or tissue. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement inspected 16 Planned Parenthood facilities in August and reported that 3 clinics were illegally performing second trimester abortions. Planned Parenthood representatives, though, say the abortions were performed during the first trimester and that state officials were changing trimester definitions. The organization's executive director says it doesn't offer tissue donation services in Florida. More than 150 world leaders gathered in Paris today for a major summit on climate change. The Conference of Parties, or COP21, is an annual forum with the goal of reducing greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. In his speech, President Obama said the U.S. is prepared to act, but also stressed that this must be a global effort. He also aimed to ease concerns from critics who say that reducing carbon emissions will lead to a slower economy.
The United States of America not only recognizes our role in creating this problem, we embrace our responsibility to do something about it.
The summit comes just 17 days after a major ISIS terrorist attack that took the lives of 130 people in Paris. President Obama and Russian President Vladimir Putin met today to discuss the situation in Syria and the overall strategy for dealing with ISIS. Meanwhile, here on the Suncoast, scientists and environmentalists see changes to the environment firsthand, including the ocean acidification and sea level rise. With a community so centered around the water, they say it's important we take steps to preserve our environment.
This community is vulnerable to the effects of climate change on a number of fronts. Sea level rise is going to affect Florida more profoundly than probably any other part of the United States.
How many people come to Sarasota to just go out and go fishing and enjoy time on the water? A lot of that stuff may change in the future if we're not careful to protect and preserve the environment that we have.
Marine scientists say they plan to continue to monitor the effects of climate change on local waters. And now it's time to get a check on our weather, and let's head over to Steve Newman, who is in for Bob tonight.
Hi, Haley. We're less than an hour away from the end of the 2015 hurricane season in the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico. And there are no named storms, nothing out there threatening. And as we wrap up the season, I can tell you we've had 11 named storms. We've had 4 hurricanes, 2 major hurricanes, and 2 landfalling hurricanes. The most destructive was Hurricane Bill that went on the Texas coast. And of course, we just had Hurricane Joaquin about a month ago that helped contribute to the flooding in South Carolina, but it roughed up the Bahamas and Bermuda as well. And that's a little less the number of storms that was actually predicted because El Nino, the subtropical jet blowing over, blew the tops off of the developing storms out in the Atlantic and even down the Caribbean. We didn't have a single hurricane form down in the Caribbean. Speaking of El Nino, we'll be talking more about the El Nino jet and what it means for our weather later on this winter in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Steve. Manatee County's uninsured, underinsured, and a variety of health care providers may soon see some extra funding. Manatee County commissioners tomorrow are expected to adopt a resolution to address the growing health care needs of the community. The $1.25 million in funding will be retroactive from October 1st, 2015 through September of 2016.
So those who are uninsured and don't have any way to get into the system, we want to make sure that they can get that access to care. And so the way that we have structured this is that individuals who are up to 200% of the federal poverty level are eligible to become a part of that system of care.
Hospitals will also receive funding if the resolution is adopted. New tonight, a drug trafficking investigation leads to the arrest of 4 men in Sarasota. Sheriff's detectives say they found nearly 21 grams of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and cash in Alan Tarvin's room at the Inn Hotel on Friday night. Tarvin and Michael Regal were both charged with trafficking in meth. While there, detectives also ended up arresting Keith McAllister and David Leineke. The two allegedly showed up to purchase drugs and already had meth and heroin on them. Deputies say they found this when booking Tarvin into jail, a large bag in his pants filled with heroin. He was additionally charged with trafficking in heroin. A police officer charged with murder posts bond in Chicago. Demonstrators still have demands for the city administration. Plus, more information from Hillary Clinton's emails revealed what glimpse it gives us into her personal life.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
This is an important medical warning. The FDA has issued a public health advisory for all people taking the type 2 diabetes drug Invokana. The warning states that Invokana may lead to diabetic ketoacidosis, a serious condition where the body produces high levels of blood acids called ketones that may require hospitalization. If you or a loved one have taken Invokana and have been diagnosed with kidney failure or hospitalized with ketoacidosis, call the law offices of Jacoby and Myers today. Invokana may also cause other forms of liver damage. In more severe cases, Invokana has led to organ failure, coma, and even death. At the law offices of Jacoby and Myers, we've been bringing compassion and experience to our clients for over 40 years. You may be entitled to significant compensation for all of the injuries and damage that Invokana has caused you and your loved ones. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Please call 800-671-1361.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, the season of sharing lasts all year. Buying a new Subaru means you'll have more time to share with your new vehicle. Choosing a Subaru could even mean more time to share with the ones you love. And the Subaru Forester shares more accumulated awards than any other small SUV on the road. Lease a new Subaru Forester for as little as $224 a month during the Subaru Share the Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan. The Community Foundation of Sarasota County is taking part in Giving Tuesday.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll tell you how you can help the foundation give back this holiday season. John?
We'll start off December, guess what? Warmer than average. But we have some colder air coming. We'll talk about its arrival date bright and early.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
The man accused of opening fire at a Colorado Planned Parenthood and killing 3 people, wounding 9 others, made his first court appearance today. 57-year-old Robert Deere is accused of unleashing 5 hours of terror on Friday. Jennifer Markovsky, a mother, was killed along with 44-year-old Officer Garrett Swayze and Iraq War veteran Kiari Stewart.
He tried to get back inside and warn the others, take cover, military instinct,
What does that tell you about him?
That's the big brother I know.
An apparent loner, Deere lived in a shack before recently moving to a Colorado mobile home. After his surrender, law enforcement sources say he allegedly rambled hostile comments about Planned Parenthood. In Chicago tonight, an uneasy calm after an accused killer is back on the streets. He's a police officer charged with murdering a teenager, and he posted bond this evening. The case sparked more angry protests today and apparently a threat of retaliation.
Hey! Officer Jason Van Dyke is free for now, fighting his way through a crowd of reporters after posting bond in Chicago. Van Dyke, charged with first-degree murder, was in court today as a judge reviewed the incendiary dashcam video, which investigators say shows Van Dyke shooting a 17-year-old black teen 16 times in 15 seconds. The judge set his bond at $1.5 million. His defense says Van Dyke feared for his life when he opened fire on Laquan McDonald, who was holding a small knife.
He is very scared about the consequences that he's facing. He's concerned for his wife and his children.
There will be no more cops shooting unarmed kids.
There were more protests today in the streets of Chicago, with demonstrators calling for the resignations of top officials.
We're here to bury police misconduct in the city of Chicago.
And police have made an arrest for an online threat that shut down the University of Chicago campus today. Federal investigators say Jabari Dean posted on social media, quote, "I will execute 16 white male students. This is not a joke." 16, the same number of times McDonald was shot. Van Dyke's lawyers say he acted lawfully.
It's a case that is absolutely defensible.
Van Dyke now preparing for a legal battle in court. The police union president says they are asking their members for donations to help with Van Dyke's defense. An incredible frozen lake rescue in Utah is caught on camera. A city worker started his daily rounds late and just happened to be in the right place at the right time, coming upon a woman and her 2 dogs trapped in the freezing water. He called 911. An officer showed up just moments later and gave the woman a piece of equipment to grab onto and pull herself up with. Authorities say the woman was in this icy water for about 10 minutes. She was treated for mild hypothermia, and her 2 dogs got out of the pond on their own. All 3 are said to be in good condition. It is amazing when
It's an incredible story, yes.
You happen to be in the right place at the right time to help save someone's life.
Thank goodness.
And we have no frozen lakes
No,
here
we
in Florida, not even close.
With warmth like this, much above normal temperatures, which will continue into the weekend, but a little cooler weather is heading our way, as is some rain. I'll have the forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover. With 70 standard and available safety features, including options like blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, lane sense lane departure warning, and all-wheel drive. The capability you need now comes with the style and personality you want.
More style, more personality, all for less. Go to Sunset Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
4 holiday treats and a 30-minute meal.
So easy. Yum.
Next, Rachel.
Tomorrow at 3 on ABC 7.
It was downright balmy this evening across the Suncoast, with temperatures hovering in the upper 70s and low 80s after sunset. What a great night. It's still 69 degrees at the 11 o'clock hour, 76 down at Key West. And the only change we're really going to see is an increase in moisture in the interior part of the state, which will bring fog and low cloudiness settling in some areas. But it's going to be such a shallow layer, it'll burn off very quickly tomorrow when the sun comes up, and it'll be an equally warm day. We had some showers down around Miami and over the Everglades earlier this evening. They've thinned out, and what we're seeing coming in from the Atlantic is not going to make it this far. We take a look at this little pocket of the southeast. This is all that's left of the mild weather. If anybody living in here is enjoying nice weather, anything to the north and west, it's wet, could be icy and snowy, and there's been a lot of snow lately. This is what we're going to call the El Nino jet. It's the subtropical jet, which El Nino is amplifying because of that warmth in the tropical Pacific, and it's been predicted for months that this will keep Florida unusually mild all winter long and wetter than normal, and that seems to be the case. And it's being locked into position by a ridge of high pressure all across Canada. It's been well above normal temperatures across Canada for weeks now, and the barometric pressure has been higher than normal, and it's forcing these storms to come in and travel across the United States, and it's also bottling up that cold polar air and keeping it from intruding into the south. But it's still been cold enough to snow up in the northern part of the country, and we do have advisories for that, and also raining quite heavily in the Tennessee Valley and down through parts of Dixie. Flash flood watch in effect all the way south to Atlanta, to almost to Charlotte and Roanoke, Virginia, and up north there is a winter storm warning in effect from the Twin Cities down to almost Omaha, surrounded by a winter weather advisory. We take a look at the snow cover over the United States. It's quite extensive, but there's going to be a fairly rapid warm-up. And I think everything from the Rockies eastward will melt by early next week. So then people will enjoy another little Indian summer spell, I think, across that part of the country. I want you to pay attention to the wind flow as we look at the forecast from the RPM computer model for the next couple of days. We've been getting a northeast flow for about a week or two. It's now been from the southeast, but as this front approaches from the north, winds are going to turn around to a more southerly direction and actually southwesterly. And by Tuesday and Wednesday, we will see increasing cloudiness, increasing chance of showers. And then when it does come through on Thursday, it will be joined by moisture from the Caribbean all the way down south, this surging northward past Cuba, and that's going to increase the rain chances significantly. If you're going out on the water tomorrow, it should be a beautiful day for boating. East winds 5 to 10. We'll have seas 2 feet with a light chop on the bay waters. Saltwater temperature 72. Here's the forecast for tonight. Other than the fog and low cloudiness forming in interior parts of our viewing area, it'll be mostly fair. Low temperature 66 degrees, average is 57. And tomorrow, a mostly sunny day after the morning fog, high 83, average 76, continued above normal. But look what happens by next weekend. Increasing clouds, chance of showers Wednesday night and Thursday. We peak out at a 60% chance at midday Thursday, maybe a lingering shower Friday morning, but Friday should be dry. Look, temperatures, Haley, back down into the 70s by Saturday and Sunday and Monday. We're going to break this little warm spell for a while.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Steve. Donald Trump is calling his meeting today with a group of black pastors, quote, amazing, and says that it went on longer than planned because of a lot of good ideas that came from it.
It was like one of the most inspiring meetings. It was an unbelievable. The love they have for the people that they represent and people generally was incredible.
However, there was no wide-ranging endorsement from the group after some objections from the group that the gathering had seemingly been advertised as an endorsement event. Trump's campaign decided to keep the meeting private and canceled a press conference afterward that was meant to announce the support of the pastors. While at a campaign rally in Georgia tonight, Trump suggested he skip the next CNN GOP debate unless the network gives him $5 million that he would give to the Wounded Warrior Project. Democratic presidential frontrunner Hillary Clinton spoke at a Women for Hillary fundraiser in the nation's capital tonight. But earlier, the latest round of emails from her time as Secretary of State were released by the federal government. The once private emails showed her fending off questions about her role in the deadly 2012 Benghazi attacks and attempting to navigate an intensifying conflict between Israel and Palestine. And they also gave a glimpse into her private life, like her struggling to locate Showtime on her TV so that she could watch the show Homeland. New tonight, a woman and two teenagers from Orlando allegedly did some illegal shopping at the UTC Mall on Black Friday. 27-year-old Sina Howell and two teenage girls were charged with using counterfeit bills. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies say the three used several fake $100 bills to buy Michael Kors handbags at Macy's in the mall. Detectives say they also found additional merchandise in Howell's car that was bought at the Target on Fruitville Road. More charges could be coming, as authorities believe the trio may have used counterfeit bills at several other Sarasota area stores. While Cyber Monday has lost some of its luster because online shopping is now so routine, today still means big bucks for retailers. Today is expected to be the biggest online shopping day ever. ComScore, which looks into internet analytics, says that shoppers will spend more than $3 billion today. Last year's record was $2.6 billion. One sign of there being a lot of internet traffic, some retailers, including Target, had their websites crash. Here at ABC 7, we are working with the Salvation Army to help those in need. On Thanksgiving, we kicked off our 2015 Angel Tree campaign to collect gifts for children and senior citizens this holiday season. Anyone interested in participating can pick up Angel Tree tags here at our station or at Sunset Kia dealerships in Sarasota, Bradenton, or Venice. Each tag will have a list of what a Suncoast child or senior citizen would like for Christmas. You can drop off the gifts at the station or at those dealerships, and we will give them to the Salvation Army. The last day for this campaign is December 14th. Next in sports, Lovie Smith reacts to yesterday's Bucks loss, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We made a new show tonight. Don't believe me? Look at this.
I got you, baby. Come on now.
It's the ultimate Altima grand opening giveaway from Nissan of Venice. Register to win a new 2016 Nissan Altima today. Drive a new 2015 Nissan Altima for $189 a month or a 2015 Nissan Rogue for $179 a month. Shop 24/7 at nissanofvenice.com. Dial ** Nissan from your mobile phone for Nissan of Venice.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Do you prefer real or fake Christmas trees? We'll learn about different live types, plus Motown Christmas from the West Coast Black Theater Troupe, and we'll make bread pudding.
Tomorrow at 4 on ABC 7 Suncoast View.
It's the grand opening of Nissan of Venice, and we're celebrating with the ultimate Altima giveaway. Hundreds of new Nissans are here. 2015 Nissan Rogue or 2015 Nissan Versa, only $179 a month. Visit us 24/7 at nissanofvenice.com. Dial star Nissan from your mobile phone for Nissan of Venice.
Now, sports.
The Bucks played a great 30 minutes of football against the Colts yesterday. The problem is a football game is, of course, 60 minutes. Tampa Bay went into the half with a 12-6 lead with solid defense and decent enough productivity on offense, but they were completely shut out the rest of the way. They had a chance to be over 500 for the first time since 2012, but that will now have to wait at least a couple more weeks. At 5-6, Coach Lovie Smith acknowledged how disappointing this loss was, but he is focused on the next challenge.
But now it's about this stretch run. We have a 5-game season, playing all NFC teams, starting, of course, with Atlanta at home this week. Have an opportunity to sweep one of our division opponents. There's a lot on the line for us once we clean some things up and play the best ball we play.
One of the things that needs to be cleaned up, penalties. Coach Smith said some of the ones his team committed yesterday dictated the outcome of the game. Jameis Winston's performance in yesterday's loss was certainly a far cry from the Philadelphia game a week ago. He had a touchdown and an interception, but he did break a team record in the process. His 2,650 passing yards this season are the most by a Bucs rookie quarterback. The player to hold the previous record is Winston's backup, Mike Glennon. Monday Night Football features two teams with a combined 5 wins on the season, the Browns and the Ravens. But it turned out to be a pretty good game. The Browns just tied things up at 27. Just under 2 minutes left to go, so they could be heading into overtime. A huge sigh of relief for Patriots fans. ESPN is reporting that Rob Gronkowski bruised his right knee, but he is not expected to miss much time. He's considered week to week right now. The tight end's injury looked much worse last night when he had to be carted off the field in the Patriots' loss to the Broncos. 1,500 of the best junior tennis players in the world are on the Suncoast this week, playing in the annual Eddie Herr tournament at IMG Academies. We caught up with some of the players warming up today at the nearby United Tennis Academy on Bayshore Gardens. This club is one of the many Bradenton area businesses benefiting from thousands of people in town, players, coaches, and families. They're all here this week. One of the tennis mothers also on hand is Hall of Famer Hana Mondlikova, who says the tournament is a huge boost for the Suncoast.
Yeah, but I still think that they bring lots of money and lots of new people, international people, and I think it's great for the community.
But it also brings a lot of interest to the area, perhaps settling down here.
Area restaurants also report a big boost in business this week due to the annual junior tournament. We'll be right back.
Did you know Sleep King Sarasota has the best selection of Simmons Beauty Rest foam and latex mattresses? Sleep on luxury with the new Simmons Beauty Rest, full or queen size, only $499. Take it, Larry.
Buy a mattress today, sleep on it tonight. Free same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Only at Sleep King.
Come in for a 2-hour free nap. Only at Sleep King in Sarasota.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results. or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Get Black Friday pricing all month long during the Black Friday Blockbuster sales event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota, where you'll always get better prices and a bigger selection. We've got the area's largest selection of new Wranglers. Come in today and get a 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $15,999, or save over $4,000 on a new Jeep Cherokee. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
You can help make the wishes of Suncoast children and seniors come true this holiday season. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Join ABC7 and share your good fortune by becoming a Salvation Army Angel.
Just stop by ABC7 or Sunset Kia in Sarasota, Bradenton, or Venice to pick up an Angel Tree gift tag. It will tell you what a local child or senior citizen is wishing for this holiday season.
Thanks for your generosity and happy holidays from ABC7.
Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7.
The problem is it's a invisible injury. It's underreported.
An invisible injury having a very visible impact. We investigate the life-altering damage of concussions and what can be done to protect football players from high school to professional football. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll have that story plus our roundtable discussion.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
You may recall we actually showed you this epic puppy sneeze video back in August when it went viral. Since then, some of us in the newsroom haven't been able to get enough of it. So here it is again. Rue the Pomeranian knows how to make a sneeze count. In August, Rue had about 6,000 Instagram followers. Sure enough, he is now nearing 12,000. And we're pretty sure this video has something to do with it. If you're going to sneeze, do it big.
Get that dog.
Especially when you're a fluffy Pomeranian.
Get that dog an allergy pill.
I
The poor
know,
thing.
poor thing, but it's so cute.
It
You
is
got to watch
adorable.
it a bunch of times. Have a great night.